Yeah. The curb is crowded. The van is silent. Look. Look, peering through the blinds of the second floor unit, watching the street and the way the hitters do it. A white Ford Econoline parked near the hydrant, keeping the neighborhood energy silent and vibrant. The windows are inked with a deep charcoal tint, hiding the flash of a tactical glint. 3 hours on the clock and the lights stay dark, leaving a permanent psychological mark. No smoke from the pipe and no sound from the block. Checking the heavy iron of the project clock. Is it a sting operation with a fiber optic wire? Setting the survivalist spirit on fire. The street light reflects on the white metal skin, knowing exactly where the violence will begin. The stillness is a weapon and the van is a cage, reading the words on the violent project page. The slow park van at the edge of the curb, waiting for the quiet of the night to disturb. No exhaust in the air and the engine is cold, watching the project story unfold. The slow park van at the edge of the curb, waiting for the quiet of the night to disturb. A silent observer with a high-tech lens, where the nightmare of the soldier begins. I move to the shadow to avoid the infrared, walking through the ghosts of the neighborhood dead. The side door is sliding with a low muffled click, making the anxious, empty stomach feel sick. Is it a jump out squad in the tactical gear, feeding the ultimate wave of the winter fear? Or a rival crew waiting for the target to show, trapped in the middle of the project undertow. I grip the steel and I watch the front tire, feeling the internal pressure of the wire. The city is a witness to the stationary threat, paying the ultimate psychological debt. The van is a phantom in the middle of the block, ignoring the ticking of the mechanical clock. The humidity rises from the damp asphalt ground, listening for the terrifying project sound. Slow park van at the edge of the curb, waiting for the quiet of the night to disturb. No exhaust in the air and the engine is cold, watching the project story unfold. The slow park van at the edge of the curb, waiting for the quiet of the night to disturb. A silent observer with a high-tech lens, where the nightmare of the soldier begins. Yeah. The brake lights just flash. They are moving. Look. The vehicle rolls with a slow, steady creep, monitoring the secrets that the shadows keep. The driver is a silhouette behind the black glass, watching the terrified project moments pass. Queensbridge survival is a constant math, walking the narrow and the lethal path. The van turns the corner and disappears from view, knowing exactly what the street stalkers do. The space at the curb is an empty dark void where the peaceful vibrations are fully destroyed. I stay at the window until the sun starts to rise, searching the street with the paranoid eyes. The message was sent and the signal was clear, mastering the rhythm of the ultimate fear. Check the plates, stay off the sidewalk, let the beat fade out. Yeah. The brick is loose. The slide is empty. Look. Yeah. Walking through the shadows of the evening rain, feeling the heavy project psychological strain. I reach for the loose brick near the door frame, playing the ultimate neighborhood survival game. My fingers slide into the hollow dark space, looking for the iron in the secret place. But the grit is dry and the metal is gone, waiting for the arrival of the project dawn. The hiding spot is cold and the void is deep, monitoring the secrets that the shadows keep. A jagged hollow where the brass used to sit, watching the internal project fuse get lit. Someone watched the hand move beneath the wall, waiting for the heavy project hammer to fall. The duplicate was lifted by a phantom hand, taking the final stand in this hollow land. The missing spare key in the dead of the night, hiding from the reach of the tactical light. The duplicate is gone and the lock is a target, selling the safety on the black project market. Missing spare key in the dead of the night, preparing the spirit for the final fight. The sanctuary is open to the ghost in the hall, watching the psychological stability fall. I stare at the deadbolt with a terrified eye, refusing to let the street survival die. The cylinder is silent, but the threat is loud, hiding the shadow of a dark funeral shroud. Did they enter the room while I was awake, planning the arrival of a violent day? The key is a passport to the private life, cutting the piece with a surgical knife. I check the floor for a single copper flake, knowing exactly how much a soul can take. Is the hitter inside with the steel in the hand, taking the final stand in this hollow land. The heartbeat is a drum in the center of the chest, putting the survival instincts to the rest. The metal is missing and the trust is broken, listening to the words that the shadows are spoken. Spare key in the dead of the night, hiding from the reach of the tactical light. The duplicate is gone and the lock is a target, selling the safety on the black project market. Missing spare key in the dead of the night, preparing the spirit for the final fight. The sanctuary is open to the ghost in the hall, watching the psychological stability fall. Yeah, they are watching from the stairs. Do not turn the latch. Look, I move to the corner and I pull the iron out, fighting back a terrifying primal doubt. The Queensbridge survival math passes the check, feeling the icy cold wind on the back of the neck. The missing brass is a message from the street, monitoring the rhythm of the violent beat. I will never sleep soundly in this room again, trapped in the middle of the project pen. I changed the whole cylinder before the sun sets, paying the ultimate neighborhood debts. The secret was stolen by a phantom eye, watching the high density spirits fly. The brick stays in place, but the trust is dead, feeding the intense paranoia in the head. The door is a barrier that is finally burned, waiting for the lesson that the street has learned. The lock is burned. Move the spot, let the beat fade out. The lights are out, the juice is gone. Look, yeah, yeah. Sitting in the silence of the midnight dark, waiting for the arrival of the survival spark. The power grid fell with a heavy thud. leaving the spirit in the project mud. I reach for the Maglite on the wooden shelf, thinking about the protection of the self. The metal is cold and the weight is right, guarding against the terrors of the night. I click the rubber switch with the thumb of lead, thinking about the words that the street has said. But the beam is a ghost with the sickly yellow hue, knowing exactly what the project stalkers do. The circle on the wall is a fade and blur, refusing to let the peaceful moments occur. The cold battery flashlight in the dead of the gloom, hiding the shadows in the corner of the room. The flicker is weak and the energy is drained, feeling the pressure of the spirit being chained. The cold battery flashlight in the dead of the gloom, watching the arrival of a sudden project doom. Someone swapped the fresh ones for a dead set, paying the ultimate neighborhood debt. I unscrew the cap with the frantic twist, feeling the moisture on the shaking wrist. The copper terminals are dusty and the labels are torn, wishing the survivalist was never even born. I put these in fresh just a day ago, trapped in the middle of the project undertow. It means the door was open and the room was breached, while the sanctuary safety was finally reached. A silent intruder with a tactical plan, mastering the life of a project man. They did not take the iron or the paper cash, just left me blind in the middle of the crash. The darkness is a weapon and the light is a lie, refusing to let the street survive or die, searching for the shadow with the hollow gaze, lost in the middle of the project haze. The cold battery flashlight in the dead of the gloom, hiding the shadows in the corner of the room. The flicker is weak and the energy is drained, feeling the pressure of the spirit being chained. The cold battery flashlight in the dead of the gloom, watching the arrival of a sudden project doom. Someone swapped the fresh ones for a dead set, paying the ultimate neighborhood debt. Yeah. They in the hallway, listen to the breathing. Look, yeah. I dropped the useless metal on the rug below, watching the terrifying project tension grow. The yellow light dies with the final blink, leaving the mind on the very edge of the brink. Queensbridge survival is a constant math, walking the narrow and the lethal path. I move by the feel of the plaster wall, waiting for the heavy project hammer to fall. The sabotage was a lesson in the deep surveillance, fighting against the neighborhood interference. I reach for the matches and the candle wax, preparing for the arrival of the sudden attacks. The phantom is close and the house is black, preparing for the violent counter track. The batteries are dead, but the spirit is live, fighting for the chance to finally survive. I check the check the expiration date. The juice is gone. Let the beat fade out. Yeah. The box is screaming. Yeah. The lights are about to die. Look. Standing in the kitchen near the metal door, feeling the vibration on the linoleum floor. The circuit breaker box is starting to hum, making the entire nervous system go numb. A swarm of angry bees trapped behind the steel, knowing exactly how the raw panic feel. The voltage is surging and the wires are hot, marking the center of the dangerous spot. Someone in the basement is pulling the main, relieving the pressure in the paranoid brain. The copper is sizzling with a high-pitched moan, leaving the street soldier feeling alone. A tactical sabotage of the power grid, hiding the secrets that the darkness has hid. The refrigerator light is starting to dim. Watching the arrival of the reaper so grim. The humming circuit breaker in the dead of the night, preparing the soul for the loss of the light. The wires are tampered and the signal is low. Watching the terrifying project tension grow. The humming circuit breaker in the dead of the night, getting ready for the sudden and the violent fight. The energy is fading like a ghost in the hall, waiting for the heavy project hammer to fall. I reach for the flashlight in the heavy black iron, guarding the den of the project lion. The buzzing gets louder like a chainsaw blade, fearing the mistakes that the silence has made. The shadows are dancing on the peeling paint, making the internal project spirit feel faint. Is it a hit squad coming through the roof, providing the street with the ultimate proof? I check the perimeter with a tactical eye, refusing to let the survival spirit die. The electricity is leaking through the drywall gap, trapped inside the vertical building trap. The hum is a warning of a lethal intent, wondering where the peaceful moments went. A planned blackout is a predatory tool, following the rules of the neighborhood school. The humming circuit breaker in the dead of the night, preparing the soul for the loss of the light. The wires are tampered and the signal is low. Watching the terrifying project tension grow. The humming circuit breaker in the dead of the night, getting ready for the sudden and the violent fight. The energy is fading like a ghost in the hall, waiting for the heavy project hammer to fall. Yeah. The hum just stopped. Complete darkness. Look. The final spark pops with the blue-white flash, watching the collapse of the neighborhood stash. The apartment goes black and the silence is thick, making the anxious, empty stomach feel sick. I move to the corner with the silent stride, with nowhere left for the spirit to hide. The intruder is coming and the vision is gone, waiting for the arrival of the project dawn. Queensbridge survival is a constant man, walking the narrow and the lethal path. The box was the signal of the coming attack, preparing the soldier for the counter-track. I am a ghost in the dark without a name, mastering the rules of the twisted game. The humming is over, but the war has begun, staying in the shadow with the loaded gun. Total blackout, stay in the corner, let the beat fade out. Yeah. The walls are thin. The signal is coming through. Look. Yeah. Sitting in the shadows of the bedroom space, where the project memories start to erase. I turn the dial of the vintage transistor, waiting for the arrival of the midnight visitor. Between the stations where the static is loud, I hear a voice from behind the digital shroud. Through the drywall, the frequency starts to bleed, planting the terrifying psychological seed. A low monotone voice begins to recite, cutting through the fabric of the project night. 69407 and 3, searching for the spirit of the project me. The neighbor is a ghost with a shortwave rig, digging a hole that is incredibly big. The numbers are steady and the tone is cold, watching the project story unfold. The neighbor radio code through the plaster wall, waiting for the heavy project hammer to fall. A list of the digits for a hidden cell, ringing the neighborhood funeral bell. The neighbor radio code through the plaster wall, watching the psychological stability fall. The static is a witness to a tactical breach, reaching for the safety that is out of the reach. I put my ear to the cold painted brick, making the anxious, empty stomach feel sick. The voice is a machine with the rhythm it pulse, fighting the urge to scream and repulse. Is it coordinates for a lethal strike? Facing the demon that the darkness is like, or a list of the targets in the building frame. Playing the ultimate neighborhood game. The floorboards vibrate with the low hertz hum, making the entire nervous system go numb. The air in the room is a heavy black weight, fighting against the arrival of a sudden fate. The neighbor never speaks when we meet in the hall, leaving the mystery behind the concrete wall. The transmission is constant and the signal is clear, mastering the rhythm of the ultimate fear. The neighbor radio code through the plaster wall, waiting for the heavy project hammer to fall. A list of the digits for a hidden cell, ringing the neighborhood funeral bell. The neighbor radio code through the plaster wall, watching the psychological stability fall. The static is a witness to a tactical breach, reaching for the safety that is out of the reach. Yeah. The voice just said your name. Change the frequency. Look. The number stopped dead with a high-pitched squeal, knowing exactly how the raw panic feel. The silence next door is a heavy dark shroud, while the heartbeat starts to get incredibly loud. I reach for the iron and I move to the door, listening for a movement on the hardwood floor. Queensbridge survival is a constant math, walking the narrow and the lethal path. The code was a message for the soul to depart, watching the terrified project delusion start. The wall is a canvas for the hidden crime, frozen in the middle of the project time. I am a target in the digital war, locked inside the center of the corridor. The static returns with the final hiss, reminding the soul of the life it might miss. Stay off the air. The numbers never lie. Let the beat fade out. Yeah. Yeah. The milk is cold, the reflection is twisted. Look. Yeah. Look. Sitting at the table with the porcelain bowl, feeding the hunger of the project soul. The kitchen light is buzzing with a yellow hum, making the entire nervous system go numb. I lift the silver spoon to the open mouth, while the thoughts in their head start headed south. The curved metal surface is a fisheye lens, where the nightmare of the soldier begins. In the distorted chrome of the kitchen tool, following the rules of the neighborhood school. I see your figure standing in the doorway gap, falling right into the vertical trap. A dark silhouette with a heavy frame, playing the ultimate neighborhood game. The phantom is patient and the hallway is black, watching the target for the frontal attack. The reflection in the spoon in the dead of the night, hiding the details of the project fight. The silver is a mirror for the reaper breath, navigating the path of the project death. The reflection in the spoon in the dead of the night, preparing the spirit for the final fight. The image is twisted and the shape is wrong, where the life is short and the night is long. Yeah, I do not turn my head and I do not flinch, gaining the advantage by a single inch. The spoon stays steady in the steady hand, taking the final stand in this hollow land. The ghost in the metal has a glint of steel, knowing exactly how the raw panic feel. Is it a hitter with a silent wire, setting the survivalist spirit on fire? The milk turns red in the paranoid brain, relieving the pressure in the project brain. The shadow moves closer to the back of the chair, breathing in the heavy, in the humid air. The kitchen is a cage and the spoon is a sign, crossing the dangerous invisible street line. A distorted face in the concave glass, watching the terrified project moments pass. The reflection in the spoon in the dead of the night, hiding the details of the project fight. The silver is a mirror for the reaper breath, navigating the path of the project death. The reflection in the spoon in the dead of the night, preparing the spirit for the final fight. The image is twisted and the shape is wrong, where the life is short and the night is long. Yeah, the spoon just hit the floor. Turn around now. Look, I drop the silver and I spin with the heat, monitoring the rhythm of the violent beat. But the doorway is empty and the hall is black, preparing the soldier for the counter track. The reflection was a trick of the midnight light, cutting through the fabric of the project night. Queensbridge survival is a constant math, walking the narrow and the lethal path. I sit back down with the racing pulse, fighting the urge to scream and repulse. The cereal is soggy and the milk is old, turning the apartment air incredibly cold. I am a ghost in the kitchen with a silver eye, refusing to let the street survival die. The spoon stays empty on the tabletop, waiting for the heavy project hammer to stop. Check the silver, stay in the shadow, let the beat fade out. Let the beat fade out. Yeah. The penthouse is sealed, but the floor is moving. Look. Yeah. Staring at the water stains on the ceiling tile, thinking about the madness of the project mile. The unit right above has been welded shut since the '94 winter of the deepest cut. The city inspectors put the steel on the frame, ending the era of the neighborhood game. But tonight, the silence is a broken glass, watching the shadows of the spirits pass. A steady heavy pacing on the floorboard wood, echoing through the rafters of the neighborhood. One step, then another with a rhythmic weight, signaling the arrival of a sudden fate. The penthouse is a tomb with a metal seal, knowing exactly how the raw panic feel. No heat and no power in the upper room, anticipating the arrival of a sudden doom. The ghost footsteps above in the dead of the night, hiding from the reach of the tactical light. The unit is a coffin, but the body is awake, knowing exactly how much a soul can take. The ghost footsteps above in the dead of the night, preparing the spirit for the final fight. The steel is welded, but the barrier is thin, knowing exactly where the violence will begin. I listen to the pacing of the phantom feet, monitoring the rhythm of the violent beat. It is not a spirit or a poltergeist. Just the human soul that the street is ice. A hitter found a way through the ventilation shaft, mastering the details of the survival craft. The heavy boots, a dragon on the dusty floor, searching for the path to the apartment door. The ceiling is a canvas for the hidden crime, frozen in the middle of the project time. Is it a squatter with a wire or a blade? Fearing the mistakes that the silence has made. The vibration travels through the concrete beam, waking the soldier from the peaceful dream. The apartment above is a sight of the trauma, mastering the rhythm of the project drama. The ghost footsteps up above in the dead of the night, hiding from the reach of the tactical light. The unit is a coffin, but the body is awake, knowing exactly how much a soul can take. The ghost footsteps above in the dead of the night, preparing the spirit for the final fight. The steel is welded, but the barrier is thin, knowing exactly where the violence will begin. Yeah. They're standing right above the bed. Do not move. Look, the footsteps stop dead in the center of the room, creating the atmosphere of the project tomb. The weight is concentrated on a single spot, marking the center of the dangerous plot. Queensbridge survival is a constant math, walking the narrow and the lethal path. I reach for the iron and I point to the sky, refusing to let the street survival die. The ghost is a watcher with a tactical view, knowing exactly what the street stalkers do. I fire a warning through the plasterboard, testing the power of the project. Lord, the pacing resumes with the frantic pace, searching for the shadow of the exit space. The penthouse is a witness to the lethal breach, reaching for the safety that is out of the reach. The seal is broken, stay in the shadow, let the beat fade out. Yeah. Queensbridge, the walls have ears. The wire is live. Look. Yeah. Stepping off the elevator to the dim lit hall, where the shadows of the hitters start to crawl. I reach for the buzzer near the heavy oak door, feeling the vibration on the concrete floor. The plastic cover is hanging by a single wire, setting the survivalist spirit on fire. A jagged crack in the fake marble frame, playing the ultimate neighborhood game. I pull back the housing with a tactical glove, leaving no room for the neighborhood love. Inside the hollow is a tiny black dot, marking the center of the dangerous spot. The high game mic glued tight to the wall, waiting for the heavy project hammer to fall. The copper is shiny and the soldier is fresh, feeding the fear in the center of the flesh. The loose doorbell plate is a hidden ear, broadcasting the sound of the ultimate fear. A tactical mic inside the hollow shell, ringing the neighborhood funeral bell. The loose doorbell plate is a hidden ear, making the survivalist vision stay clear. The sanctuary is a recording booth now, wiping the moisture from the worried brow. Yeah, the receiver is picking up the breath in the room, anticipating the arrival of a sudden doom. Is it the task force in the van on the street, monitoring the rhythm of the violent beat, or a rival syndicate with a digital tap, triggering the ultimate neighborhood trap. I hold the device with a steady black grip, watching the cold winter project sweat drip. The frequency is silent, but the signal is strong, proving that the peace never lasted for long. Every word I spoke is a permanent file stored in the shadows of the project mile. The doorbell is a witness to the private talk, checking the heavy iron of the project clock. A low-tech violation of the personal space, searching for the shadow or the target fakes. The loose doorbell plate is a hidden ear, broadcasting the sound of the ultimate fear. A tactical mic inside the hollow shell, ringing the neighborhood funeral bell. The loose doorbell plate is a hidden ear, making the survivalist vision stay clear. The sanctuary is a recording booth now, wiping the moisture from the worried brow. Yeah. They heard that. Rip the wire out. Look, yeah. I snipped the connection with a silver blade, fearing the mistakes that the silence has made. The audio dies with the high-pitched pop, waiting for the heavy project hammer to stop. The Queensbridge survival math passes the check, feeling the icy cold wind on the back of the neck. I crushed the tiny mic under the heavy boot, watching the arrival of the project loot. The hallway is quiet and the light is low, watching the terrifying project tension grow. The doorbell is dead, but the message is clear, mastering the rhythm of the ultimate fear. I am a ghost in the system once again, surviving the madness of the project pen. The wall is a canvas for the hidden crime, frozen in the middle of the project time. Queensbridge, stop talking. The house is above. Let the beat fade out.